Brent, Christian, I know when it comes to someone's health, that's really important. But Brent, how do you go about monitoring treatment during a case?
Well, there's different things to consider with medical treatment, whether people want to go to a chiropractor or an orthopedic, and people seem to rely on us a lot to tell them what to do with treatment. But the first thing to remember is, whether you're dealing with me or any other personal injury lawyer, is we are just lawyers. We are not doctors. If you don't have insurance, we can try to find you a doctor that will treat you but hold the bill so you can receive medical treatment. But we are unable to go through and dictate what your medical treatment is. A lot of the responsibility of medical treatment falls on the client. If they come to a standstill and they're still hurting, they need to come in and talk with us, and then we can kind of work that through and kind of make suggestions as to where to go or try to get someone that will be willing to see them. But all in all, we are just lawyers. We can't practice medicine.
Right. I think that's a great point. Now, Christian, obviously, when you're looking at North and South Carolina, what are things that people need to be aware of and their differences?
So when you look at North Carolina versus South or any other state for that matter, North Carolina, if you have to settle your claim or go to a trial with your claim, the only amount that a jury would consider, and in turn the insurance companies are going to consider, is the amount that's been billed or paid. So when these insurance companies for health insurance get these discounts, the motor vehicle insurance carriers don't look at those discounts, they just look at what's owed. And so sometimes it's advantageous, sometimes it's disadvantageous. You have to monitor the treatment. If a person has health insurance, then a lot of times they'll have more options to get that medical treatment. But if they do not, then you have to really keep track of the bills and the extent of the treatment along with the policy that's given.
And I'm sure also prior injuries or prior health concerns would factor in, right, Brent?
Prior health injuries or concerns are one of the biggest things that can harm a case. If you're honest up front with it to your attorney, usually we can work it through. I always say, if you tell me what's going on, I'll do my best to present that in a positive light. But if you don't tell me that you had a wreck 2 years ago and had a neck injury, and now you're claiming a neck injury is a new neck injury, and they catch you, you're in trouble. And what the insurance companies say is, well, yeah, this doctor said the neck injury was caused by this wreck, but they didn't hear about this back here, so their intake was garbage, garbage in, garbage out, ignore the case. So being upfront with your personal injury lawyer about your priors will help you in the end.
Awesome, great, Brent. Thank you so much for shedding light on that, and obviously, Christian, for your perspective, health is obviously going to be most important, but it sounds like you're saying honesty is also the best policy.
Always.
This segment of QC Life was sponsored by Stewart Law Offices.